Eamon Javers is a reporter for Politico, and he has just exposed a little-known practice where CIA agents work on the side for large corporations and spies. In his new book, Broker, Trader, Lawyer, Spy, The Secret World of Corporate Espionage. Eamon is here with us. Thanks for coming today. And what a fascinating subject this is. I think there was a movie about this last year that where I first knew about it, where these corporations now go to a considerable trouble to spy on one another, and they use all these ex-CIA agents.
That's right. And it's not just Hollywood. It happens in real life, too. And that's the purpose of the investigation that I launched to do this book, is to find out exactly who these guys are, who are they working for, and what are they doing. And what I found is that companies today have access to and are using the same kinds of spy technology and technique, even some of the same people that only governments used a decade or so ago.
So what do they try to find out? I mean, if I'm a corporation and I decide to hire a spy, what would I hire him to do?
Well, you could do it in a couple of different contexts. One is if you're an investor looking to make an investment decision. Companies always have problems that are secret and hidden that investors really want to know about. So investors typically hire spies to find out where the weaknesses of these companies are, and they'll do all kinds of operations, including undercover operations, surveillance operations, and all the rest, to find those hidden weaknesses and then short that stock and maybe profit from that company's downfall.
So would they do illegal things like electronic surveillance, that sort of business?
Well, they say they don't do illegal things, but you know, I was in London. London happens to be sort of the global crossroads of this industry, and I was meeting with some of the top corporate surveillance guys in the world, and they were complaining to me. They say they follow people, they tail executives, they'll do bugging of their cars, that sort of thing. But they were complaining about the Eastern European spies who go even farther. So every layer of the onion you unpeel, you find there's another layer under there. So
Eastern European, like Russians and
ex-Soviet bloc spies. You find that a lot of, after the Cold War ended, a lot of Russian spies entered the private market. So for example, not too far from where we're sitting here, there's a firm called Trident Group in Northern Virginia. All of those guys are ex-Soviet military intelligence and KGB, and they're now working for some of America's biggest companies. They work for Disney, prominent American law firms, doing intelligence.
And former KGB agents spying on American corporations and are hired by American corporations to do it.
It couldn't be any more ironic. And what you find is that people who were committed communists for the early part of their careers, when the Soviet Union went bust, they needed work and they needed something to do. And they had these skills, so that now they're selling those skills in the global economy. But you also see that with veteran CIA officers as well. I found CIA veterans working for Russian oligarchs, working for Middle Eastern sheiks. Here in Washington, a number of prominent firms hire ex-Secret Service, CIA, FBI, all to do this kind of global corporate espionage.
Do they waterboard?
I haven't found any waterboarding in this space, but I did find a firm full of ex-CIA interrogators, people with 20, 25 years of experience in interrogations, and they're applying that experience in the corporate sphere. It's very interesting stuff.
Let's hold this book up. This is great. Broker, Trader, Lawyer, Spy, The Secret World of Corporate Espionage. This is a real keeper, I think. Eamon, thank you very much for coming.
Appreciate it.